Welcome to Sectors of Fire. Today's guest is Jose Valles. Valles, what's going on?
What's good, bro? How you doing?
I'm good. Did I say Jose or Josue? I think I said Jose. Josue Valles.
You, it's Josue, bro. Yeah.
I'm not Mexican enough for that, bro. I'm just not. I'm Mexican, but I'm not that Mexican, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So listen, Josue Valles is a U.S. Army combat veteran, a Purple Heart recipient, veteran of Afghanistan, Korangal Valley. So I'm honored to have you on the show today, my brother. Thanks a lot for coming on. Seriously.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Cheers to you, man. What are you drinking?
Just coffee, bro. Espresso.
Um, I'm drinking
Yeah,
tea
just like the back in Italy, remember?
back in Italy, but we used to put Sambuca in our espressos,
Ah, yeah.
the cafe
I don't,
correctos. Yep.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that one.
yeah. So tell me a little bit about yourself, man. How long did you serve in the army?
I served just under 10 years.
Yeah, and you were
Um,
medically
I
discharged, right?
yeah, after about 2 years of the initial injury, I just they gave me an option. Either we reclass you or just retire you. So I just chose to retire.
Yeah. And you were in 173rd ABCT Airborne Combat Team, correct?
Yeah, I was in Second Battalion. Um, since 2004, I was there. Um, there was a small company called the CRC or CSC or some combat support company. And then they would detach, the sapper squads to each infantry battalion. So from there we would just like bounce around from like company to company.
Would you hate me if I told you I don't know what a sapper is? 17 years in the army, never met a
No.
sapper. I think you're the only sapper. What's a
Yeah.
sapper? Explain what a
Uh,
sapper is.
bro, a sapper is mostly is for it's just leadership school. You know, back when I went, mostly it was for combat engineers, but now I think any MOS can go through it. Uh, but it's a leadership school. It teaches you a lot of tactical, the patrolling, the how to set an ambush, recons, uh, all the patrolling uh, types or whatever. And then they also teach you a lot of technical stuff, like repelling, repel master. You can get your repel master while you're there. Breaching, a lot of demo, field expedient stuff like how to make antennas out of like sticks and spoons and shit like that. It's survival. It's a really good school. It's really
That,
tough too,
that
though.
sounds
Yeah,
pretty badass. Yeah, it's crazy. I never
yeah,
heard
yeah,
about it or heard anyone talk about it really throughout my whole time. So
yeah.
you were in Korangal Valley in Afghanistan, and like I said, you're a Purple Heart recipient. Can you tell me a little bit about what happened there, and if you don't mind talking about it?
Yeah, no, I don't mind at all. I was part of the Rock Avalanche operation. I think it was the October. Actually, it's about 17 years ago, exactly, from the
To
19th of
this day,
October to the
happy
20.
anniversary to
Yeah,
getting shot.
it was yesterday, dude. It
You
was
got shot
what do
yesterday,
they call it?
17 years ago.
Yeah, I got shot 7 years ago. I went out and walked 20 miles just you know
Yeah.
to but anyways, 19th to the 25th, I think it was. And I guess the whole operation was to I guess to like find the enemy or flush it out, out of the valley or try to at least. It was like it was a battalion size operation. Um, and then I think the first couple of days it wasn't the first like 3 or 4 days. We didn't have much like It's just like pop shots, like here and there, like harass, like they're just to harass us. They know what we were doing, what's going on, and but I think it was like the 24th uh, that something like really big happened. They they overran a gunner position, I think, from the scouts, the scout platoon.
Yeah.
And they they took some weapons, some equipment, some night vision goggles, some radios. It was a a pretty big like hit. Um, and then there was a casualty. One of the scout leader, the platoon sergeant or the squad leader. Uh, he got shot. He got shot in the face. Then there's another guy. I mean, I didn't think about it. I don't know if I should say names or not, but he got shot in the in the bicep, and
Yeah.
then one of the other NCOs he got shot in the back, but you know how bullets like just go
Yeah, it
crazy when
bounces around and he hits a
yeah
couple balls
bounced
and
around.
pops out somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah, and it came out of his stomach. But
Yeah.
anyways, the after that they brought us back in. Uh, it was they brought us back in for I don't know, just for debrief or something, or just to recoup and plan out another small operation because the battalion commander wanted to get the all that equipment back. So after we came back, we went back out again after like maybe 6, 7 hours. I really can't remember. Um, we went back out because they were gonna send a platoon into do search of the valley, the Korengal Valley, the
Like
actual.
a recon.
And no, they were going in there just looking for just
Yeah.
fucking you know throwing down going in and searching the village and the house and
Okay.
all that shit. Yeah, but I wasn't part of that. I was part of the Overwatch. You know, I was
Yeah.
part of the security team. We pulled out. We left. We went up. Um, set up perimeter. As soon as we got there, we started getting shot at. But it was it's called a recon by fire. When they just shoot in the air because they know we're in the vicinity. Uh, and they shoot, and that way when we shoot back, they'll know where we're at. So
Yeah.
the platoon leader is like, "No, don't shoot, like don't shoot back." So whatever we went, did the perimeter, um, and we sat there all day, man. I really can't tell you I how long, but it was sundown when we got there, then the whole day, and then it was sundown again till when we left. So we were there for a while. Um, they did, the assault platoon did what they did over there. There was no contact, nothing, and um, I honestly don't even know if they found the equipment they had stolen, or I didn't know the outcome. Um, because once they told us to, we were the last ones to go in to come back because we were the Overwatch. We were keeping eyes on everybody, and as soon as like you have your 360 perimeter, right? And then
Yeah.
how you exit, we had to exit the same way we came in. It was like a one way, like in and out. There's because of the terrain, how is like so high up. It was just that one trail. Uh, so we sat. They already knew we were there. You know, I guess so. Throughout that whole time, they planned an ambush, and they set like a L shaped ambush. As soon as we got up, we got up. We did a single file, uh, and then I guess maybe like 50 meters, not even 100 meters, maybe we walked. Uh, And then we started hearing like at first it was like one pop, like pop,
Yeah.
pop, pop, and then all of a sudden like shitload of fucking fire, man, like and fucking RPGs, fucking. It was at night,
Yeah,
and
I
it
mean,
was the
based off the sound of the gunfire, obviously being a soldier, you kind of had an idea how many meters away they were, and they were getting closer, right? So at
yeah,
that at that moment when you started hearing those pops, you know they were closer, and how many meters do you think they were away from
yeah,
you?
bro. I'll be able to answer that in a bit, but just like as the story goes on, like you'll see how close these guys were. So, but they were like 25 meters, bro. They caught one of the guys. They shot the point man. You know, they shot him and they were trying to grab him. They were trying to grab him because they make video. That's how those guys make their money with their propaganda. They make videos and then
Yeah,
look at what we did or whatever. Because throughout the whole operation, you gather intel there, and then the radios they intercept. They have like interceptors. We can listen to what they're saying. We have chirps and shit, all that. But anyways, that as soon as we we start getting fired at, um, we try to get cover, like cover and concealment, but there is nothing. There's maybe just some bushes. So um, I remember I just ran to the first bush I found. I was like, and
yeah,
I was like, at least like try to blend in the bush, so like, but it wasn't going to stop anything. But as soon as I got there, I remember running there, and then like, I was taking a knee, like trying to look because I couldn't see anything. Who was shooting at me, and then I remember getting there. I could hear and feel the bullets. Like you could feel the pressure they create
yeah. The
when they're
percussion,
that close.
like them going by there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I remember, I was kneeling down or kind of like kneeling, sitting, and I remember I feel a tap on my left shoulder. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, maybe I got shot or something. And it was a hole, dude. It was a hole that and a fucking my pant leg had gotten shot, but it didn't pierce it just barely
Oh,
scraped
so
me.
it went through
And
your
I
pant
holy
leg? Oh shit.
yeah. I saw that what the it was night, but it was really bright, dude. So we could see everything. Like it was so bright, like I wasn't even using my MVGs. I had
Yeah.
them up. Um, and I was like, fuck, man, I gotta move. So I moved to another, like, try to find another, just looking, moving, and all of a sudden I hear the medic. I was like, I got hit, and I go over there. Uh, I run over there, dude, and he's like laying down, and I saw he got shot in I think it was the left thigh, but you could see all the blood like gushing out, like you know, I guess it hit probably the femoral
You hit the
artery.
artery? The artery, yeah.
Yeah, bro, there was so much fire going on. I try to go like go help him, and I see this shadow like creeping up, running towards us. You know, I mean, you could see the shadow, but I was like, I didn't know if it was one of our guys or if it was like who the fuck it was. So I didn't want to like shoot him. If it was one of our guys, I couldn't see it. I could just see the shadow. And but all of a sudden we see flashes like pa 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 pa, and like for like a split second, dude, me and the medic were like baffled, like he didn't hit us.
Yeah.
And then I just thought out of reaction, man. I just grabbed my rifle and I didn't like just from the hip, I was like pow, 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 like three times, and the medic shot him too. And then he's like he fell down. Um, Obviously he died. I guess I didn't go, I didn't have time to go check, but uh, in that same instance, like we saw like a machine gunner like to the right, down to the right, and but like he saw like he was within seeing this, so he saw us, and then I saw him like shift his fire because he was laying down in a
Yeah,
prone, and he shifted his fire, and the medic was in front of me, and then he was in the line of fire. I was like, get out of the way, dude! As soon as he rolled, he rolled, and then
yeah,
that's when I felt I got shot. I got shot in the right lower like thigh, like in between the knee, the knee and the thigh, and so I mean that put me down on the ground.
yeah.
I put me down on the ground, and I still remember I had my rucksack, and that shit like threw me down, and I was like, I stuck there in the ground. So I was firing back, and I ran out of ammo. And remember, I go do the mag change,
Yeah.
and click, it doesn't fire.
Oh, jammed.
I was like,
Oh,
fuck,
man.
yeah, damn. I was like, what the fuck? And I got pissed, bro. Like I tried to
Of
like
course you got
I
pissed, dude.
tried.
That's the
I,
worst case scenario.
yeah, bro. I did the tap twist pull or whatever the fuck it was back in the day. I don't know.
Yeah, the
I don't
sports.
remember.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
sports. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Bro, I got pissed, and I guess it did like a double feed, dude, because I tried taking the magazine out, and it got stuck too. So I got pissed, and I fucking threw
the
the
round
fucking M4.
it got jammed right
Yeah,
halfway in the mag and halfway through the chamber, bro.
yeah, yeah. So so I was like, fuck, man. And this happens like split second, dude. Like, all that thinking. And I was like, fuck, man, I'm done. And but I never carried grenades. I never carried grenades. I always carried a lot of like C4 and all kinds of extra shit. So I was like, fuck, I don't know. So when we were prepping, I was prepping the C4. I was getting everything ready. Back in the hooch or whatever, what we called it. One of my boys, Christopher Hoyt, he's like, "Hey man, I see you don't have any grenades." He's like, "Here." He had a shitload of grenades. He's like, "Here, kill somebody with this." And I
Oh,
remember and that, so I remember, bro. I remember, oh fuck, the grenade that fucking Hoyt gave me. So I remember I grabbed it, dude. And I remember taking. There's two pins to it. You know that
yeah.
the secondary pin, secondary, and then the primary pin. I remember taking both of them off. And I remember when I stood up like this, like because I was still in I took the knee, and I remember as I did that, I could feel the heat of the bullets. It,
Jeez,
it was that intense. I could feel the heat of the bullets. Bro, I was like, I'm gonna die, but at least I'm gonna take this motherfucker with me, you know. And so I just like, and then I fucking threw the grenade, and I sat, the weight like sat me back down, and I just remember when that grenade went off, like that killed the ambush, like that
man.
stopped it killed the machine gunner, and that was like everything from there is like just like and then the crazy part comes like when I think I'm gonna die. I thought I was gonna die, dude.
You know,
I couldn't
yeah. Go ahead.
go ahead.
I had heard this story, not your specific story, but I don't know if I read it in Junta's book, but I heard this story from another guy there.
Yeah,
Um, but I did hear about you throwing a grenade. I don't think you ever told me you threw a grenade. I was gonna mention that,
yeah,
but I did hear from someone else that you threw a grenade and
yeah,
it ended the battle. And I remember thinking, I'm not sure if I ever, I don't remember if I ever. I used to drink a lot, you know that.
yeah,
If I ever mentioned it, but I
yeah,
always thought that you deserved a medal, more than a Purple Heart. And I always did, and I was like, man,
yeah,
you still
yeah.
gonna get
I
it.
I think
It's, you'll still get one. I'm gonna
yeah.
make sure of it.
Well, well, no, I got a Bronze Star, dude.
Ah, come on,
But
dude.
you
Come on,
know,
freaking second
yeah, no,
lieutenants
but
that don't even need to
I
follow those
read
Bronze Stars, bro.
the citation, and I was like, oh man, this is bullshit. Like,
Did you get a B device?
I was like, huh?
Did you get a,
No,
you didn't get a B
not for
device?
that. I got not for that one. No,
I'm calling my
I did get
congressman.
one for a different. I got for a different situation though.
Man,
Like, I got some like cool stories, bro. Like, I don't think I've ever told you like, a lot of those stories. Like,
you need to
some
write a
real
book,
like fucked
Josue.
up, some real like fucked up, some fucked up like situations.
Man.
Some Hollywood type shit, bro. Like, it's pretty cool. I mean, I have no problem. Like, we can sit down. I'll tell y'all about it. Like,
No, I
that's
mean,
one of the things
I,
that,
I would like to hear everything. You could write a book, to be honest with you. I mean, listen, this is a good thing having you on interview. Like people that don't know you, don't know your
yeah,
story, gets to hear your story, and they're gonna want to hear more. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like there's very few
Yeah,
there's very few combat veterans out there
yeah.
that stories like yours that are willing to talk about them. You know, it's a
Yeah.
it's a very
No, yeah.
yeah.
I'm more than willing, dude. It's just like it's just something. It's a story that happened like on to a group of guys that were out in the mountain, like trying to kill shit. But yeah, no,
Well, let's do this. Let's take a 1 minute bathroom break. Let's regroup,
yeah.
and then we'll come back and keep talking. How about that? So, tell me another story you think is crazier. Do you have anything that tops that wild ass story? I mean, listen, you're a hero, man, and I don't even know if anything can top that story. But tell me something else. Keep the
Okay,
juices flowing.
okay. This is we went to. I was part of. I was in Chosen Company back then, 2000. I think it's 2005, and we were part of the QRF, Quick Reaction Force. It's like our little month vacation, dude. We used to go to Kandahar and just do rotations of QRF for a month. Uh, so it's kind of like our relax, like get away from the fucking come down from the mountains and just wait for some shit to pop off. Uh, and for the most part, we just went to the gym, like play video games and just wait. Had a little radio and just to waiting. And um, at one time we got it's like we got the alert. Hey, we need everybody back in like fucking 10-15 minutes. So we all run, fucking get on our little fucking gators. Remember the gators?
Yeah, yeah,
uh, uh, get ready and go out. I guess we were going to go recover a Chinook, a CH-47.
yeah.
We got the info. They got shot down. So um, you know, there was I think it was two platoons or two yeah, two platoons. One of the when we got there, we got in two separate helicopters. Um, they drop us on top of a mountain, and okay, one platoon was gonna go secure. There was like a little village right there. They were gonna go secure, that village. And the platoon I was part of, we were gonna go recover the helicopter and the bodies. So we get there, on top, and we start walking down like to the looking for the helicopter. And what size a CH-47 is, right? Just for people that don't know, it's like
Yeah,
like a school bus, but it's
yeah.
with fucking two propellers on it.
Yep.
But anyways, we're looking for it, right? I was like, what the fuck is this thing? And it's like it's huge. You can't miss it. And we start walking down. We start walking down the mountain, and all we see is like burnt trash, like a smudge of burnt trash. Like the burn pit. You know, like the burn pit.
Yeah.
just like that, dude. Like just trash, like burnt trash. So we start getting closer and closer, and it was like, and we start seeing like helicopter parts, like metal scraps and fucking, the engine, one of the engines, and I was like, and all of a sudden we see like a leg, you know, and an arm, and fucking body parts everywhere, dude. Uh,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, dude, we were all like, when we got there, we were all like zombies, dude. Like, what the fuck? We can't believe like how how the crash, how devastating the crash was, because the helicopter wasn't recognizable. It was completely destroyed. I remember, the machine gun, right? The 240.
Yeah. 240
Yeah,
Bravo
240,
machine gun.
it's a 240. I remember looking, I found the barrel. The barrel, and it
It
was
was
all
melted,
twisted up, dude. It was all
twisted and melted
twisted
up.
up, melted, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I've
what
seen
the
that
fuck?
before.
And so
Yeah.
so it was like, hey, I guess the platoon sergeant, hey, headquarters always stays up, like, uh, in a safer location. We call them up, hey, we need some body bags. And I was like, holy shit, how are we gonna like identify like what body, who's who? Like, you can't. So we just started like putting body parts in the body bags. And I remember we were they told us we might before we left, they told us to bring latex gloves, you know, because we might expect that. We were expecting that. So I remember I put my latex gloves on, and then I put my leather gloves, my leather gloves. So we started picking shit up, man. I remember tearing my leather glove on my left hand. I remember tearing it. I picked up something sharp or whatever, and it tore, but it didn't tear my latest glove. So yeah, we were working, like picking shit up, and then all of a sudden, one of the guys said, "Hey, somebody help me out." It was the torso, and I got there, and the whole face was burned off. Like there was no meat. It was just the bone. It was charred, you know. Uh, but it didn't have any legs or arms. It was just the torso, and all the guts were like sticking out, and they were all bubbled up, like they were about to explode. So I it was like four of us. Or two, I tried to grab, from underneath. We brought the body bag, and I remember grabbing it, and I remember when I grabbed it, it kind of like it slipped. It took off. It tore out this. When you peel the skin off of the chicken when it's fried, like, you know what I mean? When you have a chicken thigh or whatever, and you tear the skin off,
Yeah.
and they
Of course,
and
sir.
you have that membrane, that like
Yeah.
gooey shit, like sometimes. So I remember it fell off it, and I remember all that shit was in my hand, and I remember I could feel it in my latex. So I remember I had this fucking, oh man, I had this crazy sensation, dude. Um, and we put all the body parts in the body bags, and I remember, as we did that, and I remember I was still cleaning, and I remember I saw this rock. It was really red rock, dude, and there was blood and gut and all kinds of crazy shit. And I remember I started scooping it because they wanted everything. They're like, leave everything, don't leave these motherfuckers anything. Dude, I started scraping the brains uh, off of I guess he's the pilot because how it look. It's kind of like with glass, glass and just brain and fucking all kinds of shit. And I remember I found his dog tags and his ID. I could still, if I could, like, I could pick him out if I saw. I remember his face. He's a young kid, and he's like 20 some years old, and he had those BCG goggles they call them back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Birth control glasses.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He were thick, and I was like, holy shit, how's this guy flying? But anyways, I still remember his face, man. Uh, and I remember I found his dog tags. Uh, but anyways, I had kept this crazy sensation in my hand, man, for like a couple of weeks. Like it would disgust me. It was like I remember going to the chow
Yeah.
hall, and then I remember I would put my hand behind me, and then I would eat, like, because I was that disgusted, you know.
But you know something?
But yeah,
You know how I know you got past it and you're doing better?
yeah,
Want to know how I
yeah.
know? 'Cause I watched you cut the head off a pig.
Yeah, it took me, honestly, bro. It took me a couple years,
Yeah.
and a lot of help. You got, I finally like asked for help, you know, like professional help, but mental health. But that was one of the first times that I had a flashback. You know, PTSD and all this shit, like the symptoms. I was still in, so that situation passed, right? We went back. We went back to Italy, and you know how you get back from a deployment, and you start training. You get like 2 weeks leave, and then you know refit or whatever, and then you start training again for the next deployment, right? So they sent me
Yeah.
to from Italy. They sent me to, I think it was Huntsville, Alabama. It's like they sent me to the basic EOD course or whatever. Um, and one of the 3 day, we had like a 3 day weekend. We went to the, you know, one of the Talladega NASCAR events, one of those, and they were selling roasted, you know, the roasted turkey, you know, the big ass legs, they roasted turkey,
Yeah. Yeah.
and and, I was like, shit, man, I'm gonna go get a beer, and I'm gonna go get one of those roasted turkey legs. And we were watching the fucking cars go round and round, you know, NASCAR. And I go over there and I buy it, dude, and I go back to my seat, and then I went to take a bite of it, you know, and the fucking a skull like appeared, bro. Like, you know, that charged skull I told you about in the
Yeah.
earlier. Boom, it just
Yeah.
appeared, dude. Like, and I was like, what the fuck? And I started looking around, dude, like see where the fuck I'm at, like. And then I just like calmed myself, like, oh shit, man, that shit was crazy, like. You know, I
I
like calm
I know
myself down.
exactly.
I was like, fuck it. I started eating the fucking
Yeah. No.
turkey leg.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Like what you just described right now and the feeling that you had. I know
Yeah.
exactly that feeling because you know, during fighting season, I was in Helmand, I was in Korengal, I was in Helmand province, I was in Marja, Dwyer, Lashkargah, Leatherneck. But during fighting season, you know, and
Yeah.
that's the poppy season for those that don't know. In Afghanistan, it's usually like April, May, June time frame. You get bombed a lot, so you're always in IDF.
Hmm.
That's indirect fire, and a lot of
Yeah.
times they don't hit your camp. For the most part, they hardly ever hit the camp because they fucking suck. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
can't aim, but they
Hmm.
do hit the towns around you. And if you're on a team where you're going on a convoys on a daily basis, or you're
Yeah.
on a med team, or you're on like a team where you like, I'm speaking to people that probably don't know what we're talking about, but like where you go out on dismounted patrols and walking missions throughout the towns to meet neighboring village people to help you with information that you need and see kind of stuff you can do to help them. But during the fighting season, when you're on those dismounted patrol teams, which is what I did, I was dismounted. Um, a lot of guys that got hit in that area or whatever, they would come out in the street with their child or their wives that were killed
Yeah.
or by the bombs and bring them directly
Yeah.
to you while you're walking. You know what I'm saying? And so like
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
scent, definitely a scent to it that I can't really describe. It's just burnt skin,
Yeah.
burnt bodies, but
Yeah. Yeah.
seeing
Yeah.
like the charred flesh of a person, the charred flesh of a child,
Yeah. A
especially,
child. Yeah. Yeah.
it's
No,
it damaged me for a little while.
fucks
Where I couldn't even
fucks
like
you up, dude.
grill
Yeah.
chicken on the grill. The grill would turn chicken would turn black and stuff
Uh,
like that. So
yeah.
I completely understand that
Yeah.
it's disturbing.
No, yeah.
Took me some time to get over that as well.
Yeah. No, bro, I'm telling you, I got some. I've seen some crazy shit. Like I've seen some like dead, like kids and shit, you know. And it's not, it's,
Yeah, not the
it's
worst.
not, it's
That's the
not.
worst to me, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
The kids
and
are
it
the
gives
kids
me
are
a
what fucked me up the most. To be honest with you.
yeah, bro. That I think that was my first like shocking moment. This is my very first deployment. We were cleaning a minefield, and there is you know how it's set up. We're doing lanes. I was in one lane. There's a team on my right. There's they identified the mine, the mine sweeper. You know, uh, did a fucking marker to identify it, and then the probing guy came. You know, the prober to look for the mine. So he walks up, but I guess the mine detector guy missed one behind him, and he was lucky enough he didn't step on it. But the guy that
What were
came
you guys
over,
using? What kind of CID? What kind of CIDs were you guys using? Like the wands, or what you guys have?
we had wands. The wands,
Fucking
yeah,
crazy. That's just crazy, man. I watched the Afghan
yeah,
National Police. I took the Afghan National Police to do that shit one time, and I was like, I'm
yeah,
not fucking going
yeah.
out there. You guys go out there.
No, yeah, dude. We used to wear these
Fuck
like
that.
fucking big ass like bomb suits or whatever, and then probe and fucking look for mines and shit. But anyways, he stepped on one. You know, his leg blew off. Um, they got him out of there, took him to the hospital, field hospital. They got there, and blah blah. But that's not really what like fucked me up because I don't mean yeah, it was a fucked up situation. But I remember running into the hospital and you know the parajumpers, the PJs, the Air Force guys.
Yeah,
Uh,
PJs.
he came. I
Yeah,
remember him coming over carrying a kid, bro. He's carrying a kid. He had gotten shot in the head. The kid. You know, he had blood and fucking, you know, blood and dirt, like all kind of, like, it's all nasty. I remember seeing the back of his head, like fucking all fucked up, and that's when like, because I remember I was running. It's kind of I was running in the hospital. I remember, you know, it caught me off guard. Like it took me a while to process. Like it's a kid with a fucking gunshot wound in his head. Uh,
yeah.
bro, miraculously he didn't die.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know
because
if it's
my
good.
yeah,
Oh, fuck.
the because the my
Yeah,
the,
that that's one of the hard things, like, because I scroll social media, you know what I mean? Because I
yeah,
doing a podcast, so I have to pay attention to social media. But there's a lot of footage and a lot of people posting all the damage that Israel is doing in Gaza, and like I
yeah,
always scroll past that one video with someone carrying a burnt child and shit like that. Like I
yeah,
hate it. Like I hate that they put that stuff on social media. So
yeah.
I'll scroll through
I
and like
know.
that split second of seeing it pisses me off. You know what I mean? But I don't
Yeah,
watch it. Like I see it for a second, and I'm like, fuck, man, why are you sharing that shit with people? You know what I'm saying? Like, but you see it, like I
yeah,
see like almost every day someone sharing it, and like
yeah.
fucking, it just pisses me
That
off. I'm like, fuck, it'll fuck
yeah,
my whole
me
day up.
too, dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's unfortunately that's what's happening over there. You know.
yeah. No, it's a fucking disaster what's going on over there, dude. Hey, you know what? Let's pick this up a little bit, man, because I'm fucking. You got me down a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, man. You got me down in the dumps, bro. Hey, let's
Bro,
play a little
yeah.
game.
All
Let's play
right.
a little game.
Yeah.
You know what? Because I got my mind off track. What is that one like Mexican cult classic, bro? With James Edward Olmos. Uh,
Oh, American Me,
oh,
the Cholo one.
American Me. Okay, here we go. All right, how
Yeah,
about this? Blood in,
yeah, yeah.
Blood Out, or American Me?
Ah, blood in, blood out, dude. The
Man,
Gallo
my dude.
Negro.
Oh, let's do another. We got a little piece of white meat down there. Hey, okay, let's do another one. All right, let's do another one. Uh,
Give me some
the Fast and
choncho.
the Furious.
All right. Okay, okay.
Tanto saques pipi, eh? All right, listen. The Fast and the Furious, like the first one, the first Fast and the Furious,
Yeah.
or this is or Bullet, the original, with Steve McQueen.
Bullet?
Oh, you never seen Bullet?
Nah, bro.
All right, forget
I was,
that. Then I'll pick
I,
another one. All right, then Gone in 60 Seconds. Okay, Fast and the Furious original or Gone in 60 Seconds with Nicolas Cage?
Oh man, that's a good one. Uh, nah, man. Gone in 60 seconds.
Yeah,
The car, that's a badass car, dude. No, they're both
yeah,
great movies,
Eleanor,
dude.
that Shelby.
Yeah, Eleanor, yeah, yeah. But the Fast and the
All right.
Furious is pretty good too.
The first one, which crazy, I'll tell you, I did this recently,
Yeah,
and I haven't told anybody about this. I was saving this just for you. I was fucking around. I had like a lot of time to spare, and I was just watching TV,
yeah,
and I got bored. So I watched the first Fast and the Furious, and I watched.
yeah,
I think I watched Fast and the Furious 9. Like I
yeah,
went from like 1 to 9,
yeah, yeah,
bro. They're two complete different, like different
yeah,
genres, different everything.
yeah,
Like it's crazy how you watch if you watch like all the diehards. How many diehards are there? There's like four, right?
yeah,
Maybe Die Hard 4, 5. But you can
yeah,
watch one and see how we got to five. Like
yeah,
Beverly Hills Cop. You can watch the first one and you can watch the newest one, right? And you can
yeah,
see how we got there. And like you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
this shit,
yeah.
dude, I mean, it went from
Yeah,
fucking like the neighborhood kids to fucking like to flying out of fucking airplanes with cars and shit, dude. Like
yeah, I know.
fucking
That's what I
nuts,
was about
dude.
to say. One of them was about racing and, or illegal street races or whatever. The others, I don't know what's going on with the other ones. I was like,
Yeah, no,
I
it's
stopped
crazy. Yeah.
watching after yeah. I think I think, yeah, you just said it. Then they catch a car with a helicopter with, I don't know, some crazy shit.
They're just fucking out of control. No, they need to stop making those movies. They really need to stop making those movies. But I don't know if you know this, but I'm like an avid. Now I'm gonna sound like a nerd here. I am a nerd, but I
Yeah,
have
that's
like
good.
I have about 103 Fast and the Furious diecast model cars.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I don't display them. They're all boxed up inside plastic totes.
Oh, okay. Hey,
I'm saving
it
them for
might be
like
worth.
20 years, see what happens.
Yeah,
You know
might
what I'm
be
saying?
worth.
They might be. I'm gonna go to see if that Pong guy is still alive. What's his name? Rich or some shit from the Pawn Stars.
Rick,
If he's still alive, I'll
Rick,
take him in
yeah.
there and see if
I'll,
Chum Lee will buy him. Hey, let's play another game, bro. Since we're in the fucking
yeah,
mood for games, let's play a game I like to
uh,
call Ask a Robot or Ask a Bot. Give me something.
yeah,
What do you
yeah.
want me to ask a robot, dude? Come on, let's think of something.
Who's
All right,
gonna
I
win
got
the
a good one. I got
election?
a good one. How many
Tell,
how many Venezuelan immigrants are in Arizona right now?
shit.
You probably already know how many neighbors you got are Venezuelans right now.
Nah, they're all from California, bro. A lot of,
California.
there's a lot of people from California coming and live in
Yeah.
Arizona for some weird reason. It's
How bad?
cheaper.
How bad is the? It's cheaper, yeah. How bad is the migrant
Yeah.
crisis? I mean, you're literally like buy the fucking the open gate
Yeah,
policy.
you know what trips me out, dude? Like, I think they send them to other states, to like to the east or something. But
Yeah,
they
that
come
Governor
through here,
Greg Abbott
and
does that. He sends
yeah,
them to Chicago and to New York.
yeah, and but because we go to every once in a while we go to Mexico and we cross the border, and we seen where they have a lot of either from the Middle East, or they look Middle Eastern, or there's a lot of Chinese uh, that you see, but you see them at the actual border. They
Yeah.
gather them up. They're gathered and then they put on buses, and from there I don't know, but you do see it like um,
Well, let me ask you a question, dude. So if you take a person, bro, and it doesn't necessarily
yeah.
always have to be against their will, but you're gonna take
Mhm.
them, you're gonna put them on a bus, and you're gonna send them
Yeah.
somewhere else. Isn't that human trafficking? Is that what they're doing, bro? Because I don't know. I don't know. Like,
No,
could it
no,
be labeled as
I,
human trafficking?
I think what is it? They're a travel agency.
Travel
That's what,
agency.
that's what
So
one of the
airline
what are the
traffickers
horrible
because
terms?
they
Yeah,
traffic human from one
yeah,
city to another.
Yeah.
Okay, I was trying to figure that out, dude. Because listen, the reason I say that is because I think it was Hungary. They
Yeah.
recently got fined like 200 million euros or something. I don't quote me on
For
this.
what?
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
I might be wrong, but I know it's millions. They got fined by another European country. I think it was maybe Brussels, another European country,
Yeah. Yeah.
Holland
Yeah.
or something, for busing Ukrainian migrants to their country. So the Hungarian,
Oh,
uh,
that's dirty, bro.
yeah, but it's the
That,
same.
that's
It's kind of the
crazy.
same thing.
Well,
And so
yeah,
they
but
got
it's a
fined for doing it.
yeah. Wait,
But
that's different. Yeah.
But okay,
Different.
so what, Greg Abbott's the governor, right, of Texas, right? And so wouldn't you think that well, obviously what he's doing is wrong to a certain extent to people who live in Chicago, live in New York, and stuff like that. Like they hate it, right? The people in
Yeah.
Chicago hate it. A lot of people hate it, and a lot of people don't mind, but they hate it that they're getting bused there, and not because they hate Venezuelans or they hate anybody from
Yeah,
other
that
countries,
you're
but they just
just
don't like that they're being
dumping.
bused there.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like you're just dumping the power on somebody else. That's all you're
But
doing.
why can't President Joe Biden do something to Greg Abbott? Like why can't he do like he can replace him, right? Like, hey man, like he's the boss. You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
know,
Like so
man.
we're
Yeah.
military guys. So like he's the Biden's like the CG, you know what I'm saying? And fucking
Yeah.
and this dude probably like a first sergeant. He's like a command no, he's like a company commander. You know what I'm saying? And so he
Yeah.
could just replace him. Why is he letting him do this and not
I
doing nothing about it?
beats me, dude. I
Like
don't.
you understand what
I
I'm saying?
don't.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think he has the power to do so. I don't. I don't think he just
Why does he
like.
not have the power? He's the president, dude. So that's a good question. I should look that up. Let's
Well,
ask a robot. Dude, you got it. Does
ca-
the
yeah.
president, I'm going to write POTUS. Does the
Yeah.
POTUS, there we go. Does the POTUS, POTUS, and what are we saying? Does he have the right to fire and replace a governor?
Authority. Yeah, you're right. I guess.
Does he have, okay, does he have the authority? You guys see, I write books and I still can't type. To replace a governor. Does the POTUS have the authority? All right, let's see. See what we got here. See what the robot says. I wrote POTUS, not POTUS. There we go. See what we got. I'm gonna buy one of those Elon Musk robots, bro.
You seen those?
They're like 20,000, but you don't have to pay straight up. You could pay it like in payments, and you can buy one. I'm really considering buying one.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, because I'm tired of being like a
Greensboro.
fucking hundred, like a full time 100% dad, dude. I need a break. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want to help my kids do their homework, bro. I hate doing homework with my kids, bro. I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
All right, let's read
Yeah.
this. Hold on. You're right, dude. No, the president of the United States does not have the authority to replace a governor. Damn,
Yeah.
bro. Governors are elected by the
They're
residents of the
elected.
respective states.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's crazy. I thought he could at least like sanction or give them fines or do something. Man,
Put them
that's
on
crazy.
timeout.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, then fuck, dude. If the president can't control governors, then he ain't got control over any state. So how? What's the point of having a president?
Entertainment, dude.
Next question for the robot. What's the point? That kind of like stung a little bit, man. Cause I'm like, man, what the hell's the point of having a president if your governor can't even be checked by him? Because my government's out of control. Who am I gonna call, bro? My governor's out
Ghostbusters.
like acting wild. Who am I gonna call? What's the point in having a POTUS? POTUS.
Oh man.
Bro, I have a Chromebook for all you
Oh man.
folks out there looking for a laptop. Do not buy a Chromebook. I'm in the market for another computer, dude. I've never been an Apple guy, but I might be going Apple here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, national leadership and vision. Uh,
Mm-mm.
the robot said, "A president's for national leadership and vision,
Dale.
crisis management." No,
Mm-mm.
no. There's some crises going on that are not being managed, bro, at all.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm
By
saying?
any of
You know what I'm saying? Commander in
Yeah.
chief of the military, which is bullshit too. I get it, they're commander in chief of the military, but listen, they always listen to their generals. So if you're the commander in chief of the military and you listen to your general, then who's in charge? You know what I'm saying? That's how I look
Yeah.
at it. Like, dude, if you ain't got no military background whatsoever, and I'm a freaking 4-star general, in charge of like the biggest freaking striker brigade, line brigade, whatever. And you're gonna tell me what I'm gonna do with my brigade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so yeah, we don't really need a president, dude. I'm gonna write a book about it. Hey, listen,
Yeah.
man,
Do it.
I'm really happy to have you on, and I would like to have you on again. And I'm sure you got a million more stories, brother. I think you need to write a book, man.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really do.
It'd be interesting for sure, man.
Well, I mean, I don't. You don't even have to write a book. I write, dude. You can. I could write the
Yeah.
book for you. Yeah, dude. It's easy. I
Yeah.
can write. I could write a book for you, man. Like it just once a week, I'll have to hit you up and just get some stories from you, and then
Yeah.
obviously I'm. I'll elaborate to a little bit on the details, like,
Yeah.
but but all you need is a true story. But
Yeah. No, yeah,
well,
dude, I think it would help a lot of vets, like, hopefully it would,
yeah,
like, get through, like, PTSD, all the fun, side effects, you know,
yeah,
of,
I'm helping right now. I don't know if I told you, but I joined the VFW in
yeah,
in Costanza in Romania, and it's funny because all those guys that are part of the VFW over there, they're all old retirees, man. They're all 50s,
yeah,
60s, 70s, and dude,
hmm
it's sad because those poor dudes, they don't have any disability. Like they've got problems, but they don't know how to work the system. Like it's because it's
yeah,
new. They're not really computer savvy. A lot of everything's changed with the VA. They don't know how to
yeah.
like find the links online. So man, they're all over me for help, man.
You
Like man,
should
come on,
help them
man. Like
out, yeah,
how I'm helping them, dude. That's why most of my messages are from old timers trying to get help with the VA, and of course I help
yeah,
them, dude. I got a direct link to the VA because of many years. I've been freaking working with the VA for 8 years, bro. I've been
yeah,
keeping them busy for 8 years. Yeah, I filed my first claim in 2016, and I barely got my PNT last
yeah,
year, bro. No, a year and a half
yeah,
ago. Yeah, so yeah, like it took me that long, like 7 years of just going back and forth, going to doctors,
yeah,
going to doctors, going to doctors.
yeah.
You know
If
what I'm
you're
saying?
if you don't stay on it, like, nobody's gonna do it for you. That's the thing, man.
That's why I tell them,
Yeah,
bro, it's not an overnight thing. Like they're like, oh, dude, you did it, and I make it sound easy because I
and
did it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
well,
like, dude, it's gonna
yeah,
take a long time.
and what, and I think a lot of the big issues too is that a lot of vets don't, like, they don't even know what they're, like, entitled to after their service.
That's true too, but I'll be honest, bro. A lot of that has to do with laziness, number one, being
Yeah,
impatient. Like you gotta have a lot of patience, bro. You know that.
yeah,
Being patient, bro, being literate because you gotta know how to write. You gotta know how to read
mhm.
and write, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm saying that like not to be a smart ass, bro, but like I got fucking infantry friends from the islands. You know what I'm saying? That I was downrange
Yeah,
with the Guam guys and shit like that. And I'm not saying they don't know how to read, but like, dude, them doing fucking VA stuff from Guam, those guys, those infantry guys,
Yeah,
Yeah, they know how to read, but like, nah.
right.
it's yeah, dude. Trying to help those dudes with their disability, dude. It's like, and there's no disrespect to 'em, man. They're my brothers. I love them all, man. But like, it's just there's two different worlds. Like they don't know how to write and they don't know how to read professionally. You know what I'm saying? And that's no disrespect to them. I'm not talking about they can't read, but I'm saying that. But and those lines of how, because the VA itself, bro, there's a code to the way you write. Like you gotta know, like you gotta know how to write. You gotta know how to. And then they don't just tell you everything verbatim. They make it hard for you. They do. They first make this shit hard. You gotta read between the
Secrets.
lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can't get all the information from one page. You know what I'm saying? There's like five different sites you get information from, bro. It's like, you know what I mean? They do it like that shit on purpose, bro. They want to make it hard. I'm telling you, because it's a pain in the ass. Like
What? It's
that's
like,
number three. Like you gotta be literate.
yeah, well, that's the other. You gotta work for it, dude. Like, it's just like anything else. Like whatever effort you put into it, that's what you're gonna get.
It is. I mean, but like my advice to anybody, I tell my friends right now, since you got a lot of friends in the service, and I know you do too. But I tell them they always hit me up like, dude, Hernandez, tell me what to do with this VA stuff. Like I'm about to get out of the year. I'll say, dude,
Yeah.
start now, bro. Like it's never too soon to start. Like spend your last year in the army, just go into a sick
Yeah.
call, bro. And like, cause I get it. You know how it is, bro. We didn't use sick call, bro. Back in the day, we're old generation. We're BDU era.
Yeah.
We're BDU era army guys, right? So we didn't use sick call. You're a lady, you're a bitch, or you're a pussy. You know what I'm saying? You're a sick call raider. If you went to sick call, bro, it's the bottom line. So we would do PT
Yeah.
injured. We go on missions injured. We go to the field injured. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah.
and so we never did it. And then when it comes time
Totally.
for comes time for you getting close to getting out, you realize I can't claim shit. I never even went to the doctor when I was in the army. So I tell them, I spend your last year going to sick call, bro. Just tell them everything, and just have a tally of and records of everything that happened to you in the army. Get all that while you're in the army, so when you do get out, as for your record, your medical records, all that will be in your military medical records. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then this way, the transition to becoming a civilian and doing your VA claims after you get out is way easier because you're giving them stuff to work with.
Yeah, you
So
gotta be
that's for all
prepared.
you
That's what I'm saying.
guys still in the Army watching this or in the Marines. Just do it while you're still in. Start while you're still in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hey, listen, man, I love you to death, brother. I'm gonna try to have you back on again. And this was a outstanding conversation. You got me down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I quit drinking,
Hey, man.
but it making me want to
That's
drink.
that. That's what happened, bro. It
I
is
know,
what
I
it
know.
is. It was what it was. You know.
All right, dude, you're a true American hero, brother. And I'm gonna call my congressman today and tell him your story. All right. Thanks for
All right,
coming
man.
on, man. Hey, you got
Yeah,
anything?
yeah,
Do
man.
you have any
Pleasure.
questions? You got anything you want to talk about before we get out of here?
No, man. I mean, I'm sure I'll be on again, and I'll have some more cheerful stories for you.
All right. Thanks a lot, brother. Thanks for
All right,
coming on the
brother.
show. Thanks for watching,
Yeah, man. My
everyone.
pleasure.
Sectors of Fire, over and out.
All right, lady.
Later, bro.